On them back roads where the alligators crawl in the swampland, we ain't worried about no law. You can find me in the woods with my dogs under pine trees in the land of the lost.
I've been drinking on this whiskey, got my head up in the clouds, and if this world keep fucking with me, I ain't never coming down. So fuck this mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying to spread around. Tip your glass or kiss my ass, but I ain't dealing with you clowns.
Bless them all, land of the lost. God bless them all, land of the lost. I was raised in the country, and I paid all my dues. I was made in the country, and I won't change just for you. The place I call my home is deep out in the woods. If you don't belong, you better keep up out these woods. Like my trucks are loud and my car's real fast, and I love the sound of a shotgun blast. Come around acting all big and bad, then Mr. Postman, that's gonna be your ass. Now I pray to the Lord above, trouble stays a hell away from us. But just in case one day it comes, I'm not afraid, I got them loaded up. It's in my blood, it's in my roots, I keep it real down to my boots. And they hate to see me winning, cause they say I'm born to lose. Might be true, but I ain't losing, I ain't making no excuses. In the land of the lost, you gotta keep it moving. On them back roads where the alligators crawl in the swampland, we ain't worried about no law. You can find me in the woods with my dogs under pine trees in the land of the lost.
I've been drinking on this whiskey, got my head up in the clouds, and if this world keep fucking with me, I ain't never coming down. So fuck this mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying to spread around. Tip your glass or kiss my ass, but I ain't dealing with you clowns.
Bless them all, land of the lost. God bless them all,
Come on.
land of the lost. New breed.
It was backwoods and fishing holes, wild hogs and tadpoles. It was bobcats and backhoes. We were haul ass on these back roads. A bunch of assholes and country hicks, outlaws and lunatics. They would chew tobacco, smoke cigarettes, and the breath smelled like old Milwaukee's best. Back then, no one even ever heard of meth, but nowadays everybody wanna flirt with death. You better purry up the guy for the ones that's left. But between me and you, it's a hell of a mess. I mean, drive through the country, take a look around, y'all. You can smell the meth cooking like a fucking hound dog. And I put too many of my friends in the ground, or they locked in the pen and they ain't never coming out. Then the pills came and shit for real changed. Childhood just don't feel the same. Daddy strung out and we got bills to pay, so we caught a case and got locked away. Back in the day, it was different times. I guess I came up in the nick of time, cause I still seen hell and been victimized. But I'ma get what's mine, cause I'm a different kind. I'm wide awake, I don't sleep good. I'm from Rock Ridge and Creekwood. In the deep woods, I was raised up, so this bullshit don't faze us. No government gon' save us. Ain't no way in hell you gon' play us. We prayed up, these masks off. In these last days, this is last call. Your soft ass won't last long. You better stand up and be a man, boy. Don't back down when it goes down. You better learn how to throw hands, boy.
On them back roads where the alligators
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight we bring you round number 5 of the Water Thunder Esports League here at the Kokomo Speedway. The 360 National Sprint Car Tour proudly brought to you by ABR Setup Shop. My name is Matt Bailey and I'm joined alongside our producer and also co-commentator tonight, Steve McMillian. Steve, 5 rounds here. We're into our 5th round tonight and we've seen some good racing so far.
Definitely some good racing throughout the first 4 weeks. Tonight would not let us down. The first short track as we'll close out the season next week in Fairbury. If you look at the track right now, it's Clayton Davies on the track at that car number 50.
Yeah, the Western Machine Shop P1 Events Race Gear, Ace E Motorsport, AC Sim Sports, number 50 machine. Hails all the way from Western Australia, does Clayton Davies, and he's currently 5th quick out on the speedway here in qualifying. There's Hunter Gaines there in the FVRN. Number 58 machine out there on the speedway, currently doing his qualifying lap, and he's hit the wall, so that lap will not count. Aiden Bullard is your current quick time man so far with a 10.866.
That's correct. And look at Alex Bergeron second. Brendan Lacey. You got Brett Wheeler, Kitty Hoffman, your top 5 in qualifying. Clay Davies, Blake Chapman, Alex Serinsky. And then you got Lane Brink and Matt Dixon, your top 10 in qualifying so far.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. So good to see Alex Bergeron back in the field for tonight as well. Good to see him here in that Team ABR Setup Shop. Team ABR Esports, number 12 machine. Good to see him here tonight as well. So we'll see what happens tonight. And also good to have Brett Wheeler back behind the wheel of his 360 sprint car as well, driving the Momentum Sim Sports Race Car Simulations, SpeedShop51.com, number 56. Hails all the way from Seven Hills, New South Wales, Australia. Kenny Hoffman in the field again tonight, driving the Zemco number 1 machine. Clayton Davies ends up 6th quick. Aiden Beeline has out-timed Alex Bergeron. Now, Steve, that is something we don't see every day.
You don't see it every day, that's for sure. 31 drivers attempted to make time tonight. You see,
you're right, mate. Sorry, go.
Got Aiden Beerline, Alex Bergeron, Brendan Lacey, Brent Wheeler, Kitty Hoffman, Clayton Davies, Blake Chapman, Alex Sharinsky, Blaine Brink, Matt Dixon, Rebecca Millette, Cole Duggar, Carla Cure, Coulter West, Miles Jensen, Nathan Davis, Austin Davis, Jason Nygaard, Tyler Schultz, Joel Howe, your top 20. And, Maddie, you have the DirtFan.com heat race number 1.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Thank you. And starting on the pole position, driving the Beeline Racing, number 13, A machine. That'll be Aiden Beeline. Starting on his outside from Seven Hills, New South Wales, Australia, driving the Momentum Sim Sports, SpeedShop51.com, Racecraft Simulations, number 56. That's Brett Wheeler.
Start on your inside row number 2, and the Wide Open Motorsports car number 1. He hails from Clarence, Ohio. It's Blake Chapman, and to his outside in car number 96. In Lightning Sim Racing, it is Matt Dixon from Lebanon, Missouri.
On position number 5, inside row number 3 with the Rocket Racing setups, number 7. That'll be Carlin Cure, and to his outside, driving the Black Diamond Motorsports, Dirty Dicks Racing, number 36. That'll be Nathan Davis.
Row number 4 to the inside. He drives for that team, Outlaw Motorsports, car number 17. He hails from Texas. Sponsored by UDTV, LSR TV, KDC Photography, World of Thunder, and Warrior Raps is Tyler Schultz, and to his outside. And car number 13 making his debut season this year. He's from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Oh, I'm sorry, I said the wrong one. Let's see here. From Lansing, the ABR Setup Shop, the Beanbag Designs, the Shouldery Wallet. It's Jordan Mwater.
On position number 9, this is your final row race fans. From position 9 with the 18 car of Sean Sheehan. From position 10 for Team Outlaw Motorsports. It's the 42. Good to have him back behind the wheel. It's this man, Alex Robinson. And from position number 11 in the 58 machine will be Hunter Gaines. 11 cars on the racetrack. 8 laps will be the distance for heat race number 1. Steve, well, it is time to go 360 wing sprint car racing.
Definitely it is. Lights. The caution light will go dark on the track. 8 laps of distance, top 4, going to your main event tonight. Aiden Beerline and Brett Wheeler on your front row. Pace truck is pulled off into the infield. The drivers have the start zone. So there should be no confusion this week. The start zone as Aiden Beerline and Brett Wheeler, green flag is in air.
Yeah, the main straightaway they run into turn number 1 and 2. Beeline with early race lead on the inside of the speedway, but yellow.
Yellow comes directly out into turn number 1. Carlin Cure. Take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay here. See Carlin Cure in the 7 machine. Goes in turn number 1. Him into 38. Make a little contact there. Bringing out that caution.
Yeah, it looks like Carlin obviously went to go to the top side and unfortunately just got into the left rear of Nathan Davis as well. I'll tell you what, Steve, pretty cool atmosphere up here in the commentary booth here tonight at the Kokomo Speedway. And, well, this is a cool little track down here in Kokomo, Indiana.
Definitely it is. A little tight bull ring, and that's something that the ABR Setup Shop 360 Wing Sprint Cars will close out the season with. Very next week, championship night. Alex Bergeron tried to become a 3-time champion with WOTEL.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. And good to have him back here tonight here at Kokomo. We're set for a restart, race fans. Planes go off to the infield. Hey, who raced number 1? 8 on the board, we're green. Down to 1 and 2, they run. Beeline again on the inside of the speedway. Brett Wheeler comes back at him down the inside into turn number 3 and 4. Brett Wheeler will lead the opening lap.
Brett Wheeler goes to the bottom in turn number 1. Beerline look underneath them. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Tight little quarters here and fast racing as we complete lap number 3.
Down to 1 and 2. Beeline on the inside of Wheeler. Couldn't get the job done though. Brett Wheeler too quick on the top side of the speedway. Trying to close the door on Beeline. Couldn't get the job done. Beeline was looking for a pass on Brett Wheeler. Brett Wheeler though out in front in the 56 machine.
Brett Wheeler, good start for opening the night as he's leading lap number 6 on the board. Look at Carlin Cure. He's back up to 4th with a run down the back straightaway. He goes to the high side of Blake Chapman. 2 laps to go.
How good is this as well, Carlin Cure? I'll tell you what, Steve, I seen him in a league a couple of months ago in a 14-wing sprint car league, and I tell you what, he was absolutely ripping the whip here at Kokomo, and it was so good to see him up in front there as well in the Rocket Racing Setups, number 7.
Definitely, as Brett Wheeler picks up the win at heat race number 1, Aiden Beerline, Blake Chapman, and Carlin Cure, your top 4. We have your full race rundown just momentarily.
Way to start the night for Brett Wheeler. The Speed Show, 51.com, CT Designs, Momentum Sim Sports, Juice Energy. Number 56 here's your official rundown. Brett Wheeler over Aiden Beerline, Blake Chapman, Carlin Cure, Matt Dixon, Tyler Schultz, Nathan Davis, Sean Sheehan in position 8. Alex Robinson will round out the 9-car field, and unfortunately for Jordan Mawilla, didn't make the call in the 13 machine for LGR Motorsports. Didn't make the call out on the speedway. Steve, you got the green for heat race number 2.
All right, start on your front row from Drummondsville, Canada, car number 12. It's Alex Bergeron. It's to his outside. And car number 01 from the Elite Sim Racing. It's Kitty Hoffman.
On position number 3, inside row number 2 will be the 23 machine of Alex Zielinski to his outside. Chanel's all the way from Canada, driving the number 14 machine for Team ABR Esports. It's Rebecca Millette.
Row number 3 to the inside. He's the LGR Motorsports car number 10. He hails from Wyoming. It's Colder West. And to his outside is Austin Davis.
Position number 7 will be the 92 car of Joe Howe, and to his outside of the 54 machine of John Batista.
And right out your field be JP Schrader and car number 5 and Kyle Ruzick. And at 6:02, the caution lights will go dark here on the racetrack. Another 8 laps, another 4 drivers. Bergeron and Hoffman, your front row pace truck is pulling off. What a show this is going to be Bergeron and Millette. Green flag is out.
Yeah, good stuff. Alex Bergeron gets the jump down to turns 1 and 2. Kenny Hoffman looked on the inside of the speedway, though. He's got the second position at the moment, but we are cautioned. There was a car into the fence in turn 1 and 2. And we'll have a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay on this initial start here. As Bergeron gets a good start. Down to 1 and 2 they go, and unfortunately, looks like Rebecca Millette into the catch fence and upside down. Contact with another car there on the speedway. So unfortunate for Rebecca Millette, she'll have to go through one of two consolation races tonight, either a C or B main, and we'll see her. That's right, mate.
I would tell you that young lady has had some rough times, but she's in the top 10 in points. Rebecca Millette, so don't count her out. She's had to come through a lot of LCQs to make the future race.
Yeah, that's right, mate. I'll tell you what, she's a real talent behind the wheel of a 360 sprint car. I like to see what she can do in a 410, actually. I reckon she'll be pretty nifty behind the wheel of a 900 horsepower sprint car.
Definitely.
So,
I believe she would.
Definitely. So, her teammate, Alex Bergeron, set for a restart out turn number 4, single file, we're green though. Bergeron with a good start down to 1 and 2. Hoffman on the top side of the speedway. In that Jacob Allen painted number 1A machine. Down the main straight, they run to turn number 1 and 2. Zelinski on the bottom side of the speedway. Tries to take over position number 2. Couldn't make it work though.
Looking at third spot is Alex Sharinsky and Colton West in top 4. Davis in that 5th position, but Bergeron has left the field behind as he goes into turn number 3. Hoffman still in that 6th spot. Look, Colton West digging for 3rd.
Yeah, just over 1.1 second race lead at the finish line it was. And momentarily 3 wide there going into turn number 1 and 2. This time by, though, they've got 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go. Look a little further back. You see the 54, Johnny Batista there running. Good to see him back. Joe Howe in 7th, and good running up front, but 2 laps to go for Alex Bergeron.
Yeah, heads down the back chute. The team ABR Esports, Logic Cap, Wicked Cushion, CSR Shocks, number 12 machine. Down to turns number 1 and 2. And have a look how he's bringing on the top side, down to the bottom as well, Steve. That was pretty cool. As well, through turn number 3 and 4, though, for the final time. Also, down the back straight, should we say. No, that was the front straight away, but Alex Bergeron will get the job done. In the number 12 machine, Kenny Hoffman will come home in 2nd, and Coulter West will come home in the top 3. We'll get your official rundown in just a moment.
Look at Alex Bergeron, Kenny Hoffman, Coulter West, Alex Sharinsky, your top 4. Then you got John Batista. Then you got Joe Howe, Austin Davis, Kyle Rorzak, JP Schrader, and Rebecca Millette rounding out your field. And Maddie has your starting lineup for heat race number 3.
Yeah, this one proudly brought to you by DirtFan.com, and on the front row is the number 4 machine of Brendan Lacey on to his outside. The Ace E Sim Sports, Clicking Motorsports P1 Advanced Race Key, Western Machine Shop number 50. That's Clayton Davies.
Inside row number 2, in the 21 is Blaine Brink, and to the south side, in car number 15 is Cole Duggar.
Position number 5, inside row number 3 with a 67 machine of Miles Jansen to his outside. Position number 6 with the team ABR Esports, Wicked Cushion, CSI Shots, Blue Logic Cap. Number 22, that's Jason Nygaard.
Row number 4 be Austin Stern in the 75X, and Scott Binger in car number 69.
And rounding out your field here tonight, race fans, position number 9 with a 23 car of Jamie Robinette, and to his outside, the team Outlaw Motorsports, number 19 of Sean Judson.
Another 8 laps to this is another top 4. We're going green out of turn number 4.
Green flag is out here for heat race number 3. Good start for Brandon Lacey. Gets a bit loose on the top side. Didn't get too tangled up though. Clayton Davies had to jump on the blinders in the number 50 machine though. Brandon Lacey would lead lap number 1.
Lacey into the wall. Look at Davies underneath him. Davies, you do race leader down the back straightaway. Look at Miles Jensen, though. He's battling underneath Miles Jensen in a 35 machine. In that 3rd spot, Blaine Brink out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway.
See if we can make it 2 for 2 here, Steve. I reckon the Aussie's going to go 2 for 2 here. So, Clayton Davies is your race leader. Blaine Brink down in the second spot at the moment. Brendan Lacey in position 3. Miles Jansen. Oh, we got a tangle up there in turn number 4. Brendan Lacey in another car there as well, tangled up in turn 3 and 4. Jason Nygaard hits the safety car clearance in turn number 1 and 2 though. Rails it down into turn number 3 and 4. Bangs the cushion down here at the Kokomo Speedway.
Jason Nygaard, good running for him, but he's up to that 4th position. But look out, Clayton Davies, because Blaine Brink is chasing you down as we have 2 laps to go going into turn number 1.
Yeah, heading down the back chute this time by into turn number 3 and 4. The white flag will fly for Clayton Davies, the Western Machine Shop, P1 Events Race Gear, Ace Team Sports, number 50, down the back chute into turn number 3 and 4. How big Aussies, he's done it. He race number 3 winner is Clayton Davies. Your official rundown in just a moment here for heat race number 3, proudly brought to you by dirtfan.com. Davies gets the job done over Blaine Brink, Miles Jansen in P3, Brendan Lacey, Jason Nygaard to round out your top 5, Cole Duggar, Jamie Robinette, Austin Stern, Sean Judson, and Scott Binjo to round out the 10-car field. Steve, you've got the grid right now for heat race number 4.
Actually, it's your LCQ number 1, and on the pole, it's Carly Curran, 7 car heels from Carolina. And to his outside, at car number 4 from the plates is Brendan Lacey.
Position number 3, inside row number 2 with a 54 machine of John Batista. To his outside position number 4 will be the 17 machine of Tyler Schultz.
Row number 3 to the inside at car number 11. It's Cole Duggar. And to his outside is Austin Davis in the 187.
Position number 7 will be the 18 car of Sean Sheehan, and to his outside, in position number 8 will be the LJR Motorsports Team ABR Setup Shop. Number 75, that is Austin Stern.
And your 5th row inside is JP Schrader in car number 5, and Alex Robinson in car number 42. And round out your field, it's Scott Binger in the 69. Well, let's see here. It's going to be 10 laps, top 6, making it to the A main tonight.
Yeah, I reckon they're going to be racing for sheep stations in this one, in our C main for tonight. So let's see what happens in this one. This will be pretty cool, Steve, I reckon. Got some good drivers out in this one.
Definitely some good drivers. Look at Tyler Schultz trying to make his way in. John Batista trying to make his way in. Even Alex Robinson, Scott Binger, and Austin Davis, as the caution lights go dark on the racetrack. We're going to go let them loose out turn number 4 as the drivers are 2 by 2, nose to tail. And we're off in B main number 1.
Down the main straight, they run into turn number 1 and 2. Carly Killer rips the lip. Well, we are caution. We're tangled up in turn number 1 and 2. Yellow lights on the speedway.
Tough luck there for Cole Duggar. Take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. As you see, they get going there. Cole Duggar gets into the side of John Batista there, and John Sheehan gets collected in it, the 18th machine.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. They're a good start tonight in our C mains. So we are under the caution lights here at the Kokomo Speedway here in Kokomo, Indiana. And well, Carlin Cure has the race lead. Looks like John Batista's going to get his spot back in the number 54 machine. So he'll relegate back into position number 3 in that race car. Tyler Schultz looking to argue the moment there on the speedway. They're looking set to go to turn number 4 though. Carlin Cure is your race leader on turn number 4. We're back to green.
Into turn number 1, Colin Cure rips the lip in 1 and 2. He goes into turn number 3. Look at Johnny Batista there up on the high side looking at Brandon Lacey. They almost make some contact.
Yeah, that was really close there in turn number 3 and 4 as well. That would notice the talent coming out of turn number 4. Johnny Batista, though, still back there in position number 3 at the moment, banging the cushion down. Here at the Kokomo Speedway to turn number 1 and 2, you can see a lot of these drivers on the top side of the speedway trying to work the top side of the racetrack in. So tonight, we'll see what happens in the feature race. Slip line starting to form as well in turn number 3 and 4. Can see the main straightaway still starting to slicken off as well down to turn number 3 and 4 this time by. They now got 5 laps left to go, Steve. It's all on like Donkey Kong, and that 6th and final transfer sprint's up for grabs.
That's right. Austin Stern is on the bubble. As Binger makes heavy contact and upside down, Scott Binger goes.
Yeah, the yellow lights coming out on the speedway. And we'll have a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay with this one. This all started in turn 1 and 2, and it followed suit down to turn 3 and 4. Looks like the 11 machine of Cole Duggar. No, he didn't get in that one, but it was the 69 of Scott Binninger and Austin Stern. Looks like just minor contact there with the 75 machine of Austin Stern, and unfortunate for Scott Binninger. A soft rollover, though.
I hit a button. I can't get it off. Well, my mouse is going to control the camera. How about that? And is it live?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good deal. Whoops. Well, my mouse will control the cameras as the race truck gets off.
We're set to go back racing here at the Kokomo Speedway. We've got our producer Steve McMillian running the cameras here at the Kokomo Speedway. Down to 1 and 2 they go. Carl Kua is your race leader, heading down the back straight away to turn number 3 and 4. How to go at this drone system, though. This is pretty awesome.
Now I don't know how to get back. You gotta have fun, that's for sure. I don't know where we're going.
Come on, Steve. Control it.
There we go.
There we go. Down to turn 3 and 4, though, for the final time out of turn number 4. Callum Kua gets the job done. Very close to the line, though. Brendan Lacey was hot on the heels of the 7. Johnny Batista will come home in the final in the transfer spot. So too Tyler Schultz, Austin Davis, and Sean Sheehan will round out the 6th and final transfer spot here at the Kokomo Speedway tonight.
Well, you know what? We learned how to control. We learned how to control a camera through the mouse, and I don't want to do that again. But here's your rundown: Carl Lecure, Lacey, Batista, Schultz, Davis, Sheehan. Your top 6 going to the future. Duggar, Schrader, Robinson, Stern, and Binger all will pack it up and head to Fairbury for next week, as Matt has your LCQ number 2 starting lineup.
Yeah, down here for the grid at the moment, Alex Zaninsky will start on the front row for the B main. To his outside will be the Lightning Sim Racing number 96 machine of Matt Dixon.
Row number 2 from Ohio, car number 22 is Jason Nygaard, and to his outside, and car number 44 is Joe Howe.
Position number 5, inside row number 3 with the 36 car of Nathan Davis, and to his outside, hails away from Pennsylvania with the 23 machine of Jamie Robinette.
Row number 4 to the inside is Kyle Rozak, to his outside, Hunter Gaines in that 58 machine.
Position 9 will be the 19 car of Sean Judson. Position 10 will be Rebecca Miller in the 14 car, and Jordan Mawuda in the 13 machine for LJR Motorsports will line up out of position number 11. So, let's see what happens in this one. Again, top 6. 10 laps on the board, race fans. The last chance to get into the big dance. Out of turn number 4, they're green.
In turn number 1, you look at Alex Zarinsky running the middle line out. Turn number 2, Matt Dixon to his outside, down the back straightaway. Nygaard in that 3rd position, Rebecca Millette. She's up to 8th out turn number 4 as we got caution out of the racetrack. Hunter Gaines.
Yeah, we got yellow. Not a good start here in tonight's B main. So, let's find out what happened with this one. Looks like two cars get into each other there. They were almost three wide, and looks like Hunter Gaines ends up on the worst of the stick of that one.
Definitely. You know, I'm going to have nightmares with that camera view with the mouth pack now. I had a button else underneath the track.
That's all right, mate. All good. So we'll have a restart here, race fans. We'll get back underway very shortly here at the Kokomo Speedway. As I roll down the back straight, single file restart. Remember, 6 cars. Transfer into tonight's big dance. We're back to the green flag.
Green flag is out. Sharinsky to the top side. Look at Dixon looking underneath. I'll turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Nygaard in that third spot to get Hal Davis. Robinette, your top 6.
Jason Nygaard running the cushion like a boss. In turn 1 and 2, down the back chute they run. Into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway they go to turn number 1 and 2. Nygaard still running the cush. Down the back chute, Jason Nygaard looking for the race lead. Alex Zaniski, you've got company.
Into turn number 1, they both go high there. You saw Nygaard heavy on the binders as Rebecca Millette is trying to close in to get the final transfer spot as we are halfway down, halfway to go.
Yeah, 5 laps in the books, race fans. And Jason Nygaard has taken the race lead. We are cautioned. With 5 to run. No way. And this is not, probably what Rebecca Millette wanted to, Steve. As well, she was fighting heavily for that final transfer spot, but unfortunately, Kyle Ronak upside down in the 602 car. So this might benefit her, Steve. She might actually be able to get into the transfer position here on this restart.
Definitely, this should help her. I mean, she's on the outside looking in. Just right ahead of her is Jamie Robinette in that 23 machine. Actually, in the 99 machine there. Your race leader is car number 22, Jason Nygaard, Alex Rinsky, Matt Dixon, your top 3. Lights are out.
So roll through turns 1 and 2. Restart time here at the Kokomo Speedway. For our B main, 5 laps left to run. They roll intensively into turn 3 and 4. Jason Nygaard has control over the field. We're back to the green flag.
We're back to the green flag, and look at Nygaard goes back to the top shelf there with Sharinsky, Dixon, Hal, Davis, and Robinette. Robinette, he has company because Rebecca Millette is looking to the inside on turn number 4. Oh!
She did. Oh, contact. Rebecca Millette and Jamie Robinette as well. Oh, again, close call down the back chute. Where the wheels to turn number 3 and 4. Rebecca Millette is looking for a transfer position. Can she get the job done? She's got 2 laps to do it in. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by your race leader is Jason Nygaard. Down the back straight away for the final time. The transfer spot is up for grabs. Into turn 3 and 4. She puts a slide job on Jamie Robinette and she gets the job done. Rebecca Millette has transferred into tonight's A main. What a drive.
What a drive, that's for sure. That young lady just put the hammer on that pedal. As you look at your top 6, Nygaard, Sharinsky, Hal, Dixon, Davis, Millette, all going to the A main. Robinette, Judson, Gaines, Rorzak, and Witter all backing up and head to Fairbury next week as we got a little bit of a warm-up here, and me and Maddie going to pay some bills and play a commercial. welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Steve McMillan along with Alex Robinson. Lord have mercy. Didn't even make the show and I'm thinking about him. That is sad when he's on my mind. With Matt Bailey, I'm so sorry, sir. But let's go into these points here because this is kind of interesting. Alex Bergeron is your points leader with 665 points. Aiden Beerline is in second with 584. Brett Wheeler is third in points, 566. Rebecca Millette is fourth in points, 562. And Blake Chapman is in fifth with 547. Then you have Austin Stern, 530. Dustin Hall, 507. Jordan Bewitter at 502. Ninth is Kitty Hoffman with 501. And Sean Sheehan rounds your top 10 with 994 points. I mean, there's a big jump, big gap there between first and second, but second, third, and fourth, and fifth even, it's up for grabs.
Well, yeah, that's right, mate. We'll see what happens here tonight. Here at the Kokomo Speedway, still got this round, 2 rounds left to run here for World of Thunder and the ABR Setup Shop 360 Wing Sprint Car National Tour. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go for our A-main tonight. Here is your starting grid. 21 cars looking to make to the racetrack, and this is the way they'll line up. She put in a balanced storm of run in the B-main tonight. She drives the team ABR Esports, Wiki Cushion, Pit Logic Up, CSI Shocks, BK Designs, number 14, that is Rebecca Millette. From position number 20. Driving the number 18 machine tonight. That is Sean Sheehan. From position 19. Driving the UltimateDirtTV sponsored. Black Diamond Motorsports number 36. Nathan Davis.
Starting 18 tonight, car number 187 is Austin Davis. And to his inside, car number 96, it's Matt Dixon.
Position number 16. Driving the team Outlaw Motorsports number 17. Tyler Schultz. Position 15, driving the number 92 machine, hails away from New Jersey. That is Joe Howe.
Start 14th, not being John Batista in the 54 machine, and Alex Zarinsky will start 13th in car number 23.
Position 12 with a 4 machine of Brandon Lacey in position 11. Team car to Alex Bergeron and also Rebecca Millette, driving the team ABR Esports, Wiki Cushion, CSI Shocks, Pit Logic Cap, number 22, Jason Nygaard.
Row. Well, there we go. Starting 10th night in the 7 car is Carly Curtis inside Miles Jensen.
Position number 8 will be Coulter West in the 10C. Position 7 with the wide open Motorsports number 1 of Blake Chapman.
Then you have Blaine Brink and Kitty Hoffman in row number 3.
Then we got Clayton Davies and Aiden Beeline on row number 2.
And your front row tonight be Alex Bergeron on the outside and our own Brett Wheeler starting on the pole.
Steve, they're looking and fixing to go 4 wide. My friend, this is the best and most awesome sight in all of motorsports. Take it away.
This time, 4.5 years ago, WOTEL was formed with the 360 week sprint cars, as we are here tonight at Kokomo to salute you, the fans at home, for tuning in to Ultimate Dirt TV. Grab a friend, share out the broadcast. It's going to be a bar burner of a show. 30 laps here at Kokomo.
This is what it comes down to. We have tonight, and then we have next week. Ladies and gentlemen, our preliminary round here at the Kokomo Speedway is about to go. And they thank you, and they are saluting you for coming out this evening and watching on Ultimate Dirt TV. You guys have no idea how much these sprint car drivers appreciate you guys watching online here on Facebook and also on YouTube, as well as they break formation. And tonight's A-main is going to be a barnstormer. Here we go. The yellow lights are fixing to go out around the speedway. Brett Wheeler and Alex Bergeron on the front row. Clayton Davies and Aiden Beeline. Coulter West and Kenny Hoffman. Ladies and gentlemen, they roll down the back straight away. Round number 5 of the 360-week Sprint Car National Tour here at the Kokomo Speedway. 30 laps on the board. We are green here at Kokomo.
Look at Brett Wheeler. Look at Bergeron to the inside of Wheeler. Bergeron pushes their side-by-side out of 2. Bergeron will have it into turn number 3. Look at Brett Wheeler battle back on the high side out of turn number 4. Wheeler falls back to second, but look at Clayton Davies now on the inside of Wheeler out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway.
National Sprint Car superstar here on iRacing as well. Clayton Davies, this guy really knows how to pedal the Sprint Car. Down to 1 and 2, just misses the tractor tire. Cleans it up through 1 and 2, down the back chute as well. Brett Wheeler running the middle part of the speedway, but Alex Bergeron, he's got a 1.8 second lead already over Brett Wheeler.
He definitely does. Brett Wheeler goes to the bottom in turn number 3 as Davies went high out of 4. Down the front straightaway, we complete lap number 4 of this 30-lap main event. But look at Blake Chapman now to the bottom. Chapman in that one machine. A little further back, we're 3 wide.
Yeah, that's what Aiden up to position number 4 on the speedway, fresh off a win last night in the JSR 360 win Sprint Car series as well at the Knoxville Raceway. Tonight he comes here to Kokomo to test his luck here in the 360 win Sprint Car competition here at the Kokomo Speedway. Meanwhile, Alex Bergeron, hits the infield tractor tire. Unsettled that race car in a massive way. And he is looking to take on lap traffic already. Clayton Davies up to the second spot. Aiden Beeline in position 3. Takes over the spot from Brett Wheeler down to turns 1 and 2. A 4.7 gap. Wow,
what
Alex Bergeron is on point.
Definitely is. He's already put Joe Howe lap down. And the turn number 4 coming out. He has nice set of Rebecca Millette and Nathan Davis. He is rolling through this storm. As right now, Clayton Davies still in that second spot, beer line. And then you got Blake Chapman and Brett Wheeler. Wheeler sticking it to the middle. And look at Brendan Lacey there at 6. He's up 6 spots to start this race.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Down to turns number 3 and 4 for your race leader. He's in absolutely heavy lap traffic right now. Alex Bergeron. Look at the wing angle on that race car as well. He's all the way forward. He's running the bottom side as well. Smart drive for Alex Bergeron tonight. And the team ABR Esports number 12 machine just catches the rut there in turn 1 and 2. Unsettled the race car once again. Ladies and gentlemen, next time by, we're going to have about 16 laps to go.
That's right, as he's lapped up the 13th position. Clayton Davies just going into turn number 1 as Bergeron is coming out turn number 4. He is on fire. But that third place driver, Aiden Beerline, Brett Wheeler in 4th as he has Brandon Lacey and Blake Chapman battling with him. But look at Bergeron looking underneath of Alex Sherinsky there.
I'll tell you what, mate. Have a look at the gap. 6.7 seconds at the finish line. Last time by. Oh, no. Alex Bergeron would have just seen his life flash before his eyes in that race car. And we are caution. First yellow on the speedway. And I reckon Alex Bergeron is going to be absolutely bashing the steering wheel in that race car. This is not what he wanted. He had over a 6.5 second gap over second place and Brendan Lacey. Unfortunate as well, 2 cars getting together out of turn 4. That was Kenny Hoffman and another car there on the speedway as well. So this resets the field, Steve. Let's see what's going to happen now. We know how much car speed that 12 machine has, but Clayton Davies, well, what can the West Australian do?
Definitely. I mean, you see it right now. 11th place. 10 cars, or actually 11 cars, are 1 lap down.
You would never think that Alex Bergeron would lap a teammate, would ya?
Right.
But I suppose that is racing at the end of the day. So we have 10 cars on the lead lap here at Kokomo. And then from positions 10 through to 21 are all a lap down.
Woo.
So this is getting spicy.
Definitely it is. And the drivers have been told to double it up because we're going to let them loose out of 4 next time by. Bergeron, Davies on your front row, Beerline and Wheeler, row number 2, Chapman and West, row number 3. 4 is Batista and Nygaard. And then your 5th row will be Carly Curran, Austin Davis.
I tell you what though, Steve, have a look at the difference in the wing angle. If we can just get a quick close-up before the pace car pulls off the speedway, have a look at the difference in the wing angle on the 12 to Clayton Davies' 50 machine. Have a look at that. That's probably about 3 or 4 clicks back on that race car. At the moment as well, the Transport Equipment Hire, P1 Events race gear, HRP Racing as well products on that race car. That is a Harding Racing Products stable. The Western Machine Shop number 50 machine. What can Davies do? Put your picks in the comments, race fans. We've only got a few laps left to go. Bergeron is your race leader out of turn number 4. They're green.
Good start for Alex Bergeron. Davies and Beerline goes to the middle track. So is Brett Wheeler out of turn number 4. We're 3 wide for second momentarily. As Beerline has the sets on Clayton Davies for second. Beerline run to the middle of the track. As before, the 12 machine is starting to pull away. That's Alex Bergeron. The 13 shuts the door. Brett Wheeler. Wheeler go look to the inside of 3 wide into turn number 3 out of turn number 4.
This is good racing, race fans. How good. We've got about 10 laps to go. At this finish line next time by, and we are caution yellow on the speedway. Our second yellow of the night. Apart from the yellows we've seen in the heat races, but this is our second yellow in the A-main. And this will reset the field again. Clayton Davies, I don't think he got the restart that he wanted in that race car, because by turn 2, Alex Bergeron had already a 1.3 second lead over Clayton Davies in that number 50 car. We're going to quickly have a look at what happened here on the big screen. Looks like Nathan Davis involved in this one. Gets a bit sideways. Comes after Matty Dixon and contact between the 36 and the 96 car as well. So that is what brought out the caution lights here at Kokomo. Well, Steve, they are going to be single file. Let's see what happens in the final stages of tonight's A-main.
Definitely, as the drivers are in, they got to get it on if they want to try to beat Alex Bergeron. Out of turn number 4, we're racing.
Yeah, another good start for Alex Bergeron. Have a look at the difference as well. This just shows experience when it comes to this racetrack. As well, down to 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 this time by Clayton Davies. He's banging the walls down. Here at Kokomo tonight. He's got the run out of turn number 2 though. The gap is closing on Alex Bergeron. Has Clayton Davies found something on the speedway? Hopefully, the gap can close even more. It's now a 1.1 second lead at the finish line this time by. Clayton Davies gets a bit sideways in turn number 3 and 4, though uses a mini slider line in turn 1 and 2. Aidan Beerline, though, coming after the 50 machine of Clayton Davies on the top side of nearly contact between 2 cars there. That is second and third at the moment at the line. Steve, we got 5 to run.
5 to 1 now. Beerline into the inside of Clayton Davies. Beerline pushes up on the exit 4. They make contact again. Now it's Davies, and now look at Coulter West to the inside. Coulter West has second out too, but Davies with the run down the back straightaway. Kenny Hoffman made a mistake there, but you look at Brett Wheeler too. He's currently running 9th as he battles Carly Cure, Blake Chapman. But the race is on for second. Clayton Davies and Aiden Beerline.
Yeah, 3.9 second race lead, 4 second gap. Back to the second position already. Alex Bergeron is absolutely on fire here tonight at the Kokomo Speedway, though, but out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, it is on here at Kokomo, out of turn 4, and race fans, he's done it. It is all over. Alex Bergeron has gotten the job done. Let's see how it all turns out. I'd hate to... I tell you what, though, Steve, this is going to be a good interview with Alex Bergeron, I reckon, and we tell him what sort of gap that he had between first and second. This is going to be pretty cool. So your official rundown, race fans. Here we go. Alex Bergeron over Clayton Davies, a 4.465 second gap over Clayton Davies. Aidan Beeline in position 3, and well done to Aidan Beeline. Another podium finish here tonight at World of Thunder. Jason Nygaard, John Batista, Colin Kewer, Blake Chapman, Brett Wheeler, Coulter West, and Austin Davis to round out the 10 cars.
In 11th tonight, be Alex Sharinsky, Jensen, Dixon, Millette, Sheehan, Howe, Davis, Schultz, and Breek, and Hoffman, and Brent Lacey rounded out your field. We'll be right back with post-race interviews. All right, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. As we have caught up with our top 3 down here, and we'll go ahead and Maddie's going to catch up with your 3rd place finisher tonight, Aidan Beerline.
Well, fresh off a win here at the World of Thunder Esports Group as well. Aidan Beeline home in position number 3 tonight. Aidan, mate, what a run. You were battling there with Clayton Davies there for a couple of laps. But, mate, obviously a tough track out there tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It was just one lane around the top, unless, of course, if Alex, like, he can run the bottom here really good, and no one can really touch him here if he's around the bottom. But for the battle for second, I don't think I had it. Like, me and Davies, I would say, are probably around the same speed. The end of the oh my God, I'm stuttering. The last 10 laps, we were like the same speed, and I turns out I was 6.6 gallons heavy, which would have probably gave me a couple more tenths. And I mean, it was a good race all in all, and I'm just trying to finish the points and get second in points, hopefully.
Well, mate, it was another awesome drive here tonight here for round number 5 of the 360 Wing Sprint Car National Tour, proudly brought to by ABR Setup Shop, mate. Quick sponsor shout-outs, who turns the wheels on the 13.
First off, of course, I got to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad. Shout out to my dad. He's been battling cancer the last couple months, and he's got treatment, and so far so good. It's been getting better. And Alex for all the coaching lessons he gave me in the past and picked me up a lot of speed. And Redline Race Designs for giving me amazing rock and fast paint, and just everyone that supports my car week in and week out.
Well, mate, obviously, just before we let you go as well, from all of us here at the World of Thunder Esports Group, iRacing Dad Laws TV, which is myself, Steve McMillan, and all the boys, we wish you, Dad, all the best, and hopefully everything goes well for him. And I know your mum and dad are watching here tonight, mate, so obviously, well done on a podium finish, mate. I know all these wins are for them as well.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to cross down now to Steve McMillan with our second place runner here, Clayton Davies, as well. So, Steve, take it easy on him because he's not very big with Americans. So, he's a West Australian, mate. So, here we go.
Well, congratulations, Clayton Davies, on picking up the second place there. It looked like at one point you had a run. You was closing the gap on Alex Bergeron. Made a little mistake out of turn number 2 with an outside wall there, and it looked like that was all she wrote.
Yeah, it was just a minor step on the Johnson for me. It's been a while since I've been back in league racing form. Especially with the last week, I've actually had to completely reset my computer, and I'm still trying to get used to everything again. It's not quite what I used to have, so this is a bit of a tester for me to see how I can handle. And I'm still stoked to run second to Alex. He's a 3-time world champion for a reason, and he just put on a masterclass and nearly lapped the whole field then. So to have at least one run at him during that race is easily a win in my books. I'm just glad to bring it home in one piece.
Definitely. Go ahead and thank those sponsors that making this car all possible.
Before I thank my sponsors and my partners, I'd like to thank you and the rest of the boys at World of Thunder for putting on the league, everyone at UltimateDirtTV for putting on the broadcast every round. Sponsor-wise, I'd like to thank Western Machine Shop, Atlantic Oil, P1 Performance Race Gear, AC Sports, Quickie Motorsports, SRT Australia, BK Design, CD Cinematography, ABR Setup Shop for the rocket sets as always, Bunbury Kitchens, Locked On Lads for their ongoing support, Heatwave Designs, and Slick Apparel.
All right, that's Clayton Davies coming home in second place. And now...
He's a well-spoken man, isn't he, Steve?
He definitely is.
He definitely is. Well, we're going to catch up with you, race leader. Now, Alex, just before we get into tonight's interview, mate, do you have any idea on what the gap was between you and second place?
No, because I don't look behind.
It was 4.4 seconds between you and second place, mate. What a stellar drive. It was a masterclass piece of obviously here tonight at the Kokomo Speedway, mate. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a very good race. The bottom was really good. It was stacky. We were able to really slow the car down into the corners and stay into the moisture. Feel like the top was not as there as much as it should have been. But the weather was really, really hot, and the wind was high tonight. So 3 and 4 was definitely difficult for a lot of drivers. Same thing for us in qualifying. The car really pushed up in 3 and couldn't really get the car to the bottom in time for a good lap. But the future is what matters.
That's right, mate. As well, bud. Another win under the belt here for World of Thunder. Obviously, we still got next week to go for the championship round, mate. It was another stellar drive, mate. Obviously, quick sponsor shout-out who turns the wheels on 12.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Everyone at Team ABR Esports, Jason, Rebecca, they all did very good tonight. Jason with a 4th, and Rebecca did a very good job in the B main to, take the spot and go into the future 21st to 14th. So a really good night for the team. And of course, all of our great partners at Team ABR Esports, Pit Logic, CSI Shocks, BK Designs, Wiring Farm Equipments, Wraps and Stitches, Stoco, B&B Dirt Racing Simulators, ABR Step Shop, CT Cinematography, and Grassy 3R. And, of course, everyone watching tonight, my dad, as always, for watching. And you guys for doing an awesome job. And, of course, congrats to all the ABR Step Shop drivers tonight.
Well, mate, another masterclass drive here tonight, mate. Congratulations, mate. And obviously, we'll see you back very shortly for the late models.
Thank you, man, Steve.
All right, that's going to conclude our broadcast with the ABR Setup Shop 360 National Sprint Car Tour here at Kokomo as we go into the final round next Sunday night at Fairbury, as Alex Bergeron will be claimed a 3-time champion with WOTEL after making a start. Just all he has to do is fire the car up during hot laps, and he is your champion for the 3rd straight season in a row in the Sprint Cars. He's also leading your Wingless Sprints, your DirtFan.com Wingless Sprint Series on Monday nights. So he can claim 2 championships in one season there. But, Manny, what a show we saw tonight. We saw Alex lap up to 10th place, I believe, before the first caution. Good running. Can't wait to see what's going to happen at Fairbury. But, we got a late model race to run.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. And obviously another masterclass show here tonight at Kokomo. And obviously you can't douse this guy. Anytime he sits his bottom in a race car, and he's always going to be quick no matter what horsepower is in that race car. And obviously, with 360 sprint cars pushing out about 800 horsepower, they're obviously still obviously wicked class to watch, and obviously a little bit less horsepower for some guys that like to run the 410s. So obviously another masterclass show here tonight.
Definitely. As we're going to conclude this broadcast, we'll be back live in right about 50 minutes with Brett Wheeler and Matt Bailey. Until then, everyone, be safe.